Inside Buzz is back. I'm Mikey Domagala, and for episode 52 of the show, I'm bringing you an interview with one of the most underrated NBA big men in Day'Ron Sharpe of the Brooklyn Nets. Sharpe, the 22-year-old North Carolina product, went 29th overall in the 2021 NBA draft and has nothing but ascended in his first 3 years in the league and is looking to have a major role in the Brooklyn Nets' success in 2024-25. Day'Ron Sharpe's 2023-24 season included career highs of 6.8 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game on 57% shooting in 15.1 minutes per game. With increased minutes and new tools in his bag, Sharpe could easily be a 10-10 player in this league, and that's being generous. That being said, let's talk about the offseason work. Let's talk about the future. So Day'Ron Sharpe, welcome to episode 52 of Inside Buzz. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Of course, and you're heading into a big year 4 in Brooklyn, coming off career highs in points, rebounds, shooting percentage, minutes. What's in store for your 2024-25 NBA season?
I think trying to be a career high and everything else again. I'm trying to average 10 rebounds for sure. I'm trying to get every board. That's my forte, trying to get every board, trying to get my field goal percentage up, trying to finish everything in the paint. Show the three ball a little bit consistently. I had a wrist injury last year, so derailed that a little bit. But, I feel I could shoot, pass, got a good all-around game. So just trying to show a complete game this year.
I'm here in New York. I watch plenty of net games, watch you every year. It seems like last offseason into last season, you improved down low in the paint, your post moves, your footwork. That's what I saw. But this offseason, heading into next year, what did you focus on?
I feel like this offseason, I mainly focus on, getting stronger, I should say. Like I was telling you, I had a wrist injury, so I had to still recover back from that. But so I was mainly in the weight room, lifting legs, working on my left hand, touch around the rim, left hand passing, left hand dribbling, catching the ball, crazy passes, conditioning, being in the best shape I can be. All the little things that I was doing, tightening up so I could be exceptional at it.
In 2023-24, you finished incredibly third in the NBA at 16.3% offensive rebound rate. Now, being a ball hawk is a skill in itself. What does it take to be such a good rebounder in the NBA?
I think it's just you got to have a knack for it, motor, for sure. Motor, like a relentless will that you just keep going. Like I'm saying is you got to know people, for example. You got to know your teammates. You got to know the other guys. You got to know, is he a good shooter? If it's a good shooter, more like it might not go too far. If it's a bad shooter, more like it might pop off farther. If it's a layup, it's probably going to be around the rim. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that type of stuff when it comes to rebounding, I think. And doing your work early. I would say doing your work early is always the best to get the rebound. While the shot going up, everybody else looking, you need to be hitting his legs, getting him out the way, to get in position to get the rebound. So those are things I would say that will help with rebounding.
It seems like in the modern NBA, I wouldn't say nobody's fundamentally sound, but it seems like you have a leg up as a rebounder if you're boxing out, finding a body on every possession, like you said, hustling to the rim. It seems like people get lazy down low. Do you agree with that?
I don't say they get lazy, but you know what I'm saying? People just tend to be too ball watch. You know what I'm saying? They just watching the ball the whole time, so they don't even realize that I done got under them and moved them up to the free throw line. I'm about to get a rebound. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say they got lazy, but some people don't want to do it, and some people just don't be paying attention.
And we've seen it time and time again from you. Being a true big man in the NBA today seems kind of rare. So growing up, what kind of bigs did you study, and who do you shape your game after?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I really ain't study my game after nobody. I'm being so serious. I played football, right? I was football player first, and I just started going to the Boys and Girls Club. And my football coach started the AAU team. He was just come to the AAU team and play. And then and I went to the Boys and Girls Club. And at the Boys and Girls Club, it's either you in the room playing little games like foosball and pool and table tennis, or you in the gym playing basketball and stuff. So I just be in the gym all the time, But in 2K, I'm gonna be honest, 2K, I used to play a lot of 2K. So, I was playing 2K And I learned facts playing 2K, like facts about the NBA, or I learned what this player do the most. You know what I'm saying? So, but I really just at the Boys and Girls Club, and really I'm in the gym all year, like at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm 8 years old, 9 years old, playing against the 15, 16-year-old guys. So I'm playing guys 7 years older than me for almost all my elementary school life. I was playing against guys older than me.
So like around that age, 8, 9 years old, how big were you?
Bro, I was 4 years old playing up 3 grades in football. So I was big. I was bigger than the average kid my age. Like I had to carry around my birth certificate when we go to tournaments, stuff like that. Had the kids saying that I'm 3 years older. So I always played up because I always been bigger than everybody. So I always played up.
And that's why you're a professional now. Now, my other question to you is, if you stuck with football, do you think you would have went to the NFL?
For sure, I would have went to the NFL for sure. I would have been a DN for sure.
You ready, Day'Ron? You're gonna love this one. I'm sure you see this debate all the time on social media. NBA players want to be NFL players. NFL players want to be NBA players. That being said, what's the harder sport to go pro at, do you think?
I ain't biased. I ain't biased. So I just gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like football, I just feel like it's more about preparation. You know what I'm saying? Like being prepared, knowing all the plays, knowing the other team plays. You know what I'm saying? But like basketball, I feel like it's more about like being in shape, and you know what I'm saying? Cause it's nonstop. It's nonstop. At least football, you're gonna have a couple. You got 30 seconds to the snap. You know what I'm saying? You get a little break in between. Basketball is just like nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. But now football players, like, you got to be real athletic. You got to be athletic to play football. You got to lift, you got to run, you know what I'm saying, to play football. Basketball, you really got to be too athletic, but you just got to have IQ, because like some of the best players, like they not the most athletic. Like Luka, not the fastest, not the most athletic, but you know what I'm saying. He's smart. He know how to score. He know how to read the angles. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna be biased. It's basketball. Like I said,
Listen,
I was be biased at first, but I'm gonna be biased. It's and me personally, it's basketball, because like football, it's about athleticism, bro. Like you could train and train and train, and you know what I'm saying, and be like in great body shape. And I feel like you could be a decent football player. You know what I'm saying. But basketball, like you really gotta have that skill when it comes to basketball.
that's my point about it. You gotta literally have a 3 point shot. You gotta use that athleticism to find the angles to cut to the rim. You gotta guard the pick and roll. That was Jalen Brunson's argument with it. Like, okay, like Jason Kelsey was talking with Brunson in that conversation. Okay, Jason Kelsey, go guard a pick and roll with Chris Paul on top and then Wemby now in San Antonio.
Yeah, we be going for a lob. Yeah, like it just ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? And I know that Jason Kelsey trying to say, well, you try to throw a football with 5 or 4, 6'5", 300, 280 pounds, 300 pounds guys coming you full speed. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, shoot, I can get that football off faster than, you know what I'm saying, than if I put a football player in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Back to basketball, Day'Ron, since you got to Brooklyn, a lot of changes have been made. Most recently, Mikal Bridges traded to the New York Knicks. What did you learn from Mikal, and how did you feel about the news?
I feel like one thing I learned from Mikal, just like being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Mikal consistent with his work. That's why he play 82 games every season. You know what I'm saying? Like he consistent with his work. And like just like understanding that we a team. You know what I'm saying? Like I had one time I was in there, I was working out in a hoodie that wasn't like the Nets, and he like, bro, go put the Nets hoodie on. Like, aren't you a part of the Nets family? You know what I'm saying? Nets team. Like we all got Nets gear on. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he right. You know what I'm saying? So just like understanding that, I'm part of a team too, and just like being consistent. I feel like it's one thing I learned about from Kel, and I'm gonna miss him for sure. I heard the news. I was sick. I heard the news. Like soon I heard the news, cause we were just talking to him about it. It was like, bro, like you ain't going to the Knicks, you know. And then next thing you know, he got traded to the Knicks, and I just saw him at the gym right before. So then it was just like, man, like you know, I remember he first got traded to us, and like he first got traded to us, like I met him the first day, like we was cool, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna miss him. But You know, he on the other side now. So when we get between them lines, we ain't friends.
And everybody's got to step up. Yourself, Cam Thomas averaged 22 last year. You'd expect him to get a lot more touches. What do you expect from Cam this upcoming year?
Y'all say that, but he been doing that to me. I've been since day one. So y'all like his rookie year, like when everybody was out, like 12 games, he averaged 20. You know what I'm saying? In the month of March, I think. And then, you know, the second year he dropped 43 times back to back, you know. So it's just about it was a matter of time before, you know, he get the green and he gonna be CT.
Of course, and another Nets player everybody's excited for to get healthy, Ben Simmons. What have you seen from Ben? Is he healthy and is he ready for the upcoming year?
I'm rooting for Ben, man. You know, I just hope he prove all the haters wrong. Everybody's doubting him, you know, and he could just get back to being Ben.
Couple years back, I believe it was your rookie year. Teammates with James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. They only played 16 games together. Were you starstruck being on the court with them?
I don't want to say I won't starstruck. No, I won't. It was almost I won't starstruck. I wasn't even starstruck like when I first saw him. It was just more like they nice. Like he just like when I first saw him play, like he nice. Like he really nice. Like you see it on TV, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't get to see it. You don't hit the same when you see it every day. Like every day, like you seeing them do the same thing, like scoring every shot, and it's just like I see why he Kevin Durant, you know what I'm saying, or he Kyrie, or he James Harden. But no, I wouldn't say I was starstruck. It actually more like just like it felt good. I should say, like you know what I'm saying. I get to say that I played with probably one of the three best people play basketball ever. You know what I'm saying on my team. So you know. My best game was like when I first game I started. You know, I got to play with all three of them. You know, we played the Bulls. It was a great game to remember.
Would you say that's the greatest what if team trio if they stayed healthy, stayed together in NBA history?
Well, let's talk about what if KD foot were on the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about that, but you know, I feel like we just had a whole lot of stuff happen that season, and you know, it was COVID still, so it's like a lot of what if moments. What if it wasn't COVID? What if it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if a lot of stuff didn't happen? So
All right, Day'Ron, are you guys winning the chip if KD's foot isn't on the line?
I feel like they got to run for their money, man. Cause I think James Harden was coming back the next game, wasn't he? He was
Yep.
coming back the next game, right? So I think they would have given him a run for their money.
And in your career, who's been the toughest matchup that you've played against?
It's either Joel or Giannis. Joel or Giannis.
Explain why. Explain the difference of guarding both of them.
I'm gonna say probably Joel though more because like Giannis don't shoot, so you know like he gonna go to the rim, but just Giannis just a freak athlete. So even though he going to the rim, like it's still hard to stop him. But I'll say Joel because it's like he unpredictable. Like you don't know if he gonna shoot it, you don't know if he gonna drive to the rack, and like it's hard to like really frustrate his game because the man's strong. Like he big, like he a big body. So even though I'm pushing him all my might, you know what I'm saying? Like he's still a big body. I remember one time I was trying to push for a rebound and like I couldn't move, and then we going back down on the other side, and like he just ran me over, and then I tried to push him back, and the ref called a foul on me. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's so big, like he could do things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just say Joel because like he bigger and like he can shoot too.
And how do you deal with not, so to speak, sticking your hand in the cookie jar with his swipe through, with his all his knickknack stuff in the mid range? How do you deal with that?
Shoot, I deal with that because you know if I get some fouls, I might not play no more. So that's you know I'm quick. They quick to give me foul calls. So that's how I deal with it. Just if I can't do that because there's probably one foul less that I can use later on in the game when I'm needed.
Growing up in North Carolina, what was it like to move to New York? And what's the best part and the worst part of living there?
To New York, man, I ain't gonna lie, it was hard because I'm a real country boy. Like I don't like the city at all for real. You know, and like my first 2 seasons, I didn't go outside. I didn't do nothing. Like I miss I miss having a house. You know, you gotta live in an apartment. I say that's the biggest adjustment for me is like really living with a whole bunch of people. Cause I know people look at, oh, I'm living in an apartment by myself, but I look at it as like I'm living in a house, a big house with a whole bunch of people. So like I go in the elevator and I see people, you know, like I'm just not used to that type of stuff. So I'd say like the biggest thing adjustment for me was definitely the apartment situation because I'm used to a house. I miss having a house and backyard, you know what I'm saying, garage, all that. I miss all that. But I learned how to adjust the spacing. But the best thing about New York for me though, like, is just stores. It's unrelentless with stores. Like it's unrelentless with things to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some if I want to go wherever I'm thinking about doing, I can find it in New York, no problem. Like that's the best thing about New York to me. Is just like I can find wherever I want to do in New York.
Your year at North Carolina was the final year of the legendary Roy Williams' career. What did you learn from Coach Williams?
He told me if I went to the league that I needed to work on being a professional. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the biggest thing for me going into the NBA was being a professional. And I didn't understand what that meant when I was leaving to go to the NBA. Like, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? So, but after my 3 years in NBA, I finally understood what Coach Roy meant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that even though like he didn't teach me what it's like to be a professional, but him giving me those words of that's the one thing you need to work on is being a professional. You know what I'm saying? They gave me like that's what I need to look out for. You know what I'm saying with being a professional, and I feel like that I've learned those things, and I'm becoming a better professional. And I feel like it's the best piece of advice he gave me.
So it's maturing, it's handling the media, handling business, money, travel, life, all that stuff.
Team stuff, time management, doing things that you don't want to do but you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Controlling what you can control. You know what I'm saying? Like all those type of things.
Tell me about your foundation, Sharpe's Warriors Foundation, what your initiatives are, what you've done to help the community, and also more projects you got planned going forward.
The Sharpe Warriors Foundation, you know, we combined with one of my close friends and family member. He had 3 kids that had cancer, so we combined with him to bring out the more awareness. But we got more. We trying to start more things, umbrellas, I should say, like for mental health, suicide prevention. Cause we had 2 kids who our AU team commit suicide within the last 3 years. So even though like we see these kids, the kids come to our program, we don't know what's going on at home or what they dealing with every day. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to find an outlet for kids so they can reach out if they battle and stuff, so they won't have to go that route. You know what I'm saying? We want to. My mom, like she in it too, so she want to help. She want to open a rehab center. We trying to like it's a whole lot of stuff that we want to do, but you know what I'm saying? Like we just got started. We still new. You know what I'm saying? So we just trying to learn and trying to build it the best way so we can help the people out.
And Day'Ron, to finish, you're 22 years old, your skills are improving, your minutes are going up, your numbers are going up. It seems like you're going to break out very soon. What are some goals you have in your career over the next couple years and then forward?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be the best offensive rebounder for right now. One of my goals is trying to be the best offensive rebounder that played in the league. You know, be a double machine. And be one of those like players like no matter who I'm playing with, we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's one of like my biggest goals for my career, just being a winner. You know, and doing everything to help us win. So, you know, one of them guys like Draymond, you know what I'm saying? Even though he might have scored 10 points tonight, he had 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 5 steals, you know what I'm saying? And he a winner. So just like God is just no matter what team you put me on, if I come to the team, I'm gonna help you win. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be one of those guys for sure.
Well, you averaged 7 and 7 last year. Can you promise the Inside Buzz fans you're going to go for that double-double average this year?
I'm going for that double-double. I promise y'all that. I'm going for that double-double. You know, if I'm healthy, God willing, I'm going to try to get double-double every night.
That being said, Brooklyn Nets fans should be extremely excited for what's in store from Day'Ron Sharpe in year 4. I'm Mikey Domagala, and that was episode 52 of Inside Buzz. Day'Ron, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure meeting you too.
For those watching, be sure to follow Day'Ron on social media at dsharp23. Check out his foundation, sharpswarriors.com, and be sure to follow Courtside Buzz and Inside Buzz on all social media platforms. And here on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe.